guys, how's it going? This is Kimberly with AskSpot, and for today's video, we will be building a home services assistant chatbot. So if you are in the home services niche or if you are in the business, the purpose of this chatbot is to answer common customer questions about home services like hours, services, pricing, etc. And then the next is to collect leads. So basically name, email and phone if the chatbot can't help. So we are going to make it super easy for you to swap in a business name, a website, and a contact info. So this will be like a generic template that you can use also. I'm just going to show you in this video how to build it from scratch. So you can do so on your end. So right now, let's go ahead and start with the setup. So first, let me just click create here. And then let's just use the chatbot. Okay. And then let's just say Home Assistant, create. Right now, let's go inside our chatbot right here. And the first thing that it will do is ask us to add at least one resource before we can see our chatbot. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to add a bunch of Q&As in here. But what you can do also is if your client already has a website, you can just put their web page link right here and it will crawl through the data that the web page has and also digest all of those. So basically you're like feeding its brain right now. So let me just add this to generic Q&As. Okay, it's something specific, just ask or give us a call. In this case, you can just add the phone number right here. Add a button that has a flow inside of it. Okay. Next, let's add another Q&A, which is what are your business hours? And see. Okay, add another Q&A. And then let's just add a where are you located question and put that right here. Okay. And I'll add above Q&A to chatbot. So you'll see that all added right here and click see all. And there you go. So now if you want to edit those also, you can just click update source and you'll be able to change those and even add the button titles. Next, right, next, let's go to settings. And right here on our general, let's just change the display name. So let me do that right there. And then assistance, chat with me. Okay, like that. And then chatbot image, let me just select from here. You can even add your own. So I think this one looks great. Okay, and then as for our initial message, let's just say, hi there, I'm here to help with your ask me anything or tap a button below. Okay, so we will be adding channels later. So since that's been added, you can see that pull up right here. It will auto update. Next will be our customization right here. So let me just select a few themes that we have in here. I think this one looks okay. And then you can select your widget settings right here. So this allows you to select the pop-up appearance. So let me just click on clean and then modern right here. So we do like the modern one. And then chatbot size, let's just set this to medium. There you go. All right. Chatbot alignment will automatically be on the right unless you change it right here. And then show chatbot will allow you to have the chatbot pop up after 5 seconds of them opening the website. And then here are the horizontal and vertical offset values. So this just allows you to realign the chatbot from its original place right there, as you can see. Let me just turn this back to 32 since we don't really need that right now. See, 32. There you go. And then here's where you can modify your branding, of course. So that's the customization. Next, let's go to our AI. config. So this will be our system prompt. So let's make sure to define its goals clearly. So here's the prompt that I will be using. Your helpful professional assistant for a local home services business. And then we just provide it with a couple of rules. And what you can do right here um, is provide the email that they can reach out to just in case the chatbot wasn't able to answer their question, like add a fallback response, which is to provide this email address, or maybe provide the phone number. Let's just say something like that. So that's what you can do on the prompt. Let me just remove this and save changes. And you can even choose your own AI platform right here and set this to either precise or focus. So for this, I think for the goal of the chatbot, you can just set this to normal. Next will be our channels. So over here is where we can add a few buttons or like additional features that the chatbot can have. Just click on add channel right here. And then I think the first one that we can do is add a request a call button. Let me just add here. Okay. Now let's click create. Next, let's just use a send us an email button so they can just quickly send an email. So I'll be using the URL channel for that, and then just type in the mail to link. So basically it's mail to and then put your email address right here so that when they click on this, it will ask them to open an emailing app that they have on their device to be able to send you an email. Next will be maybe schedule a service. So let's add that button right here. And for the schedule a service, what you can do is use your flow builder, wherein we do have a direct calendar integration right there. So you can connect your Go High Level calendar, you can connect your Calendly calendar and Tidical calendar. So as long as you have those, you can use the Flow Builder to directly integrate the calendar on this chatbot. But I think for this specific use case, we will be using the form. So basically, we are collecting their information so we can schedule a service for them. Okay. So let me just get that schedule service. Okay, I do have a form for that. Let me just find that right here. Collect leads form. There you go. And create. Okay, so you see that pull up right here. Request a call, send us an email, schedule a service. So what you can do is actually just put that in the first part. Okay, so now it's in this order, similar to this. Or they can just click on schedule a service, and then the form will pop up. Okay. Next is that over here, when you're ready to test or see how the chatbot looks like on a client's website, you can just put their site URL right here to provide like an iframe overlay of this chatbot. So that will be under share, and then demo mode. So after putting in their website, let's try this one. I'm not sure if it will work because iframe overlay works depend on the privacy settings of the website. So let's just try this, create a link, view demo. Okay, so like what I said, doesn't work all the time. So let's try to find another website. Okay, so here's an example. It's the direct cleaning services. Now, when you click on view demo right here, you'll see the chatbot iframe overlay right there. So you can just click here. This is the form. Maybe request a call, then send email. So that's it. That's how you build. Oh, it opened up my email. Okay, don't save. So that's how you will build a home services chatbot for a potential client. So I will be putting a template of this build in the comments, and feel free to import that into your AskSpot account. Thank you so much for watching.